Hey guys, Khanpeki here with another video. This time, a beginner tips and tricks video for Pokken Tournament called Things You Should Know About Sceptile. Basically, I just want you guys to know some little things for Sceptile that should give you an advantage before going online. So, without further ado, here is Things You Should Know About Sceptile. Firstly, I want to start with Leaf Blade, Sceptile's forward A attack. It's so good. Use it a lot. Like, a lot. Although maybe not that much because you'll be predictable, but like, a lot, alright? It has great range, and it hits you in a huge area, so it's really difficult to dodge, even in field phase. And it's also a counterattack at the start, so if you have good timing, or you just get lucky like me, you can use it to sponge a hit before it hits your opponent. Now, you may know that. But what you don't know, or probably don't know, about Leaf Blade is that the edge of the move does more damage, so it can do 100 damage at the very edge of the move. And it has increased knockback. This means that it's easier to hit your opponent against a wall so that you can hit them some more. It sucks to be trapped against the wall, as you might know. I'm sure you felt the pain of being stuck against a wall and getting comboed for a bajillion damage. There's even a cool combo that comes, which is actually mentioned in one of the tutorials. Leaf Blade into Strong Hit into Leaf Storm becomes a combo, if you use the edge of Leaf Blade to hit them against the wall. Although in the tutorial, I don't believe it says that you have to hit them with the edge. But it is really cool. You do have to hit them with the edge, so I suggest trying that out at some point. Okay, so Giga Drain. You probably know about Giga Drain. It's really cool. It's a ranged command grab that Sceptile has. It absorbs the opponent's health and synergy gauge. Now, I normally wouldn't put this in the video, but apparently lots of people don't know that you can change the distance that Giga Drain goes. Yes! I've heard people say you have to learn Giga Drain's distance when playing against Sceptile so that you never get hit. But since Sceptile is able to change it, it shouldn't matter, really. Sceptile should be able to hit you from very far away and very close. The farthest range grab is almost equal to the maximum distance you can be from your opponent in duel phase, and the closest is only about like 1.5 Sceptiles away, for lack of a better measuring unit. In order to do the different Giga Drains, you hold, normally it's down and A in order to do the normal Giga Drain, but if you hold down and left in A, or down and right in A, you'll be able to do the closer and the farther one respectively. It's very good. Okay, my next tip centers around the hanging move, where Sceptile hangs on a vine when you press R in the air. Generally, it's pretty good to avoid certain burst attacks and other support attacks, like Sceptile's own burst attack or Lapras's support attack, but it can be pretty risky since every option off of it is pretty laggy. Attacking or using Leash Seed, it's really laggy when you hit the ground and you can be punished easily. However, there is a way to make this more safe, using Leash Seed. Now I know I just said it's laggy, but you can trick your opponents with this move. It's pretty cool. If you hold the direction and then tap A, Sceptile will jump towards that direction while shooting his Leash Seeds. So if your opponent's not expecting this or predicts you to go in another direction, you'll be safe and be able to actually probably punish them when they try to punish you for landing. It's really safe and it's really cool, and it also works every time you use Leash Seed. If you just jump in the air, you can hold the direction and press A and jump out of the way of something your opponent has with Leash Seed. It's super useful, so use Leash Seed because it's a pretty good move. Many characters have something special and unique to them, usually used by pressing the R button. Sceptiles is known as the dash step. Oh, I guess the vine is like that too. Moving on, the dash step is much like a counterattack dash cancel, or CADC. It's even performed with the same input of a direction and the R button at the same time. If you want to see a video explaining that, Shofu made a great one, and I'll link it in the description if you'd like to see it. Sceptile's dash step can be used to cancel out of many of his moves in order to play mind games with your opponent, or simply to change decisions quickly on the fly, or to even create a new combo. You can dash step out of growth, one strong hit attack, one weak hit attack, and Giga Drain, to name a few, although the input for Giga Drain is a little difficult since you have to input the dash step before Sceptile's hand touches the ground. Proficiently using this technique will be what differentiates the good Sceptiles from the great ones, in my opinion. Sceptile's high stance, where you hold up while in dual phase, lights up the little ball things, I don't know what they are, on his back, and he does a pose, which is cool, but what really matters is that he heals for 3 HP per second of recoverable HP, so the dark green bar in that high stance. It is situational, and you won't get too much HP back this way, but it's better to be in high stance than nothing if you are stuck in dual phase and you don't feel like approaching. Now you probably know this, but Sceptile likes setting up traps, so use those Leash Seeds and Bullet Seeds to do so, especially in dual phase where they cover up a much larger percentage of the usable field than in field phase. For this reason, Sceptile is much better in the dual phase in my opinion, especially when he can keep opponents like Machamp, who has few ways to approach in the dual phase, behind his traps. Machamp is just really struggles approaching Sceptile in the dual phase. And finally, here are some smaller things that you should know, but they don't really deserve whole sections in the video. Okay, the first thing you really probably don't know, but Sceptile's mid-air Y attack in dual phase can be angled, which can be used to hit an opponent jumping or dodging low, or to create some combos. Sceptile's counter has actual follow-ups and combos, unlike some other fighters in the game. One such combo is in the combo tutorial, which you should play by the way, they're pretty good. And fully charged counter into strong hit into dash step into 3 weak hits is that combo, and it looks quite flashy. Sceptile's mid-air ranged Y attack, which to me looks like Razor Leaf, will eventually turn to what looks like Magical Leaf if it doesn't hit anything, which will home in on you and make the opponent flinch. In burst mode, it changes to Magical Leaf more quickly. Up X dodges grabs and combos right into Leaf Storm, so it's a perfect way to punish an opponent when you read that they want to grab you. Back A, or Detect, is a counter, but if you hold it, Sceptile will swing in the air towards the opponent, and you can perform any action Sceptile can normally do in the air. And finally, I recommend the Synergy Cheering skill, since Sceptile's burst mode is so strong, mainly due to Dragon Breath, which is super strong, safe on block, and is spaced well, even safe when countered. Alright guys, and that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Again, this video is not really a guide per se, but more of just little tips and things that good Sceptiles should know that most new players or people that don't play Sceptile won't know for themselves. So hopefully this gives you guys an advantage climbing that ranked ladder. I'll leave links to different useful things you may want, such as a combo thread and the Cerebi page for Sceptile's moveset in the description below. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and telling me in the comments what you thought about the video. Oh, and let me know whether I should make more videos like this and for what characters, because I am loving Pokken and I'd love to make more content for it. Now I'm going to get back to climbing that ranked ladder. See you another time.